Yo, you mean to tell me you ain't never heard of Keep It Real Reloaded? What? Are you serious? Keep It Real Reloaded? Man, just watch this.
One or two of the things. We can do the reality show, or we can do being alone.
Amazing.
Yeah. The Summer Cup Kid.
Welcome to the next installment. Keep It Real Reloaded, back at you. And we got a great day today. Like I told you earlier this week through my promotions. Tremendous guests, tremendous topics, tremendous drinks. So first, before I even kick the show off, I want to wish all the real daddies out there happy Father's Day on tomorrow. His brother on the panel, happy Father's Day myself. My pops, my pastor, these ladies, happy Father's Day. I know y'all looking like ladies, but y'all got somebody who's somebody's father. Y'all had a daddy somewhere. He may not be on earth, but he's somewhere. Happy Father's Day, fathers. So, let's waste no time. Get into the introductions. I'm going to start from my right, your left, on the end. This brother right here. Karan Blaylark, Bassman 2069. Just asking for no reason. Good on the bass. The strings is nice. And he got a nice little crossover. You can find Karan Blaylark on Facebook, Twitter, what else? Tinder. You ain't on Tinder? Don't be on Tinder. Shoot, I just found out something. Don't be on Twitter. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. What else y'all got nowadays? Periscope, and he go live. And where can they find you at, Doctor?
You can find me at Baseman KB on Snapchat, actually Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, all those.
What's Periscope again?
Periscope live stream.
It's just like Facebook Live.
Well, no,
It's not.
it is for like Facebook Live. Facebook Live is like Periscope.
Same, yeah.
But Live is going crazy right now.
It is. It's all keep people getting killed on there every day.
Shout out to social media.
And slide over here, this beautiful young lady next to him, Alicia Hempfield. How you doing, Alicia?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Alicia is a wonderful young lady as well. I always give her a hard time because she always used to give me dirty looks from across my window.
Really?
She was on my team late every day from break, and she always would give me a hard time. Robert, leave me alone. Oh my God. Well, I love her anyway. And you can find Alicia on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. What's your call numbers?
You can only find me on Facebook.
You ain't got
No
none of those
Snapchat, no Twitter.
You look like a Snapchatter though.
No. Facebook.
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 And she on there smiling
Yes.
all the
Always.
time.
Always.
Sure. And now we're gonna slide over here.
Wow.
Jamaica Witherspoon. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. She a former PK kid, but she don't act like it.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean? Look at her.
I'm confused. I don't know what you
Maybe
mean by
we can
that.
go way back, man. For real, like almost 8 years. She had an attitude when I first met her.
That's not
Always,
true.
always.
That's
I
not
first,
true.
I walked up to you, like, hey, sweetie, how you doing? And you gave me this look like, and I was looking back at you like, oh, okay. But then she warmed up to me. I used to take care of her when she was pregnant.
Yeah,
Gave
definitely.
her applesauce, and if she had sugar diabetes, it's because she stole my cookies when I used to buy them all the time. Literally stealing
He
cookies.
would walk away, and he had a lot of cookies. So, I mean, I thought he would want to share. He said he would help me out when I was pregnant, so I would take a couple cookies and shake the bag up. So he
And then
had.
she'd mix the bag up like I didn't know that I had 12 at first, and now I'm down to 6.
I felt guilty and I confessed. I'm silly.
And you can find Jamaica on Facebook, Twitter. You got Snapchat.
Snapchat.
So of course you
Queen
do.
Jamaica.
Queen Jamaica. Instagram. What else you got?
That's it.
That's it. And what's your, you got your call number? You got a call number that they can find you at?
Jamaica, Queen Jamaica.
Queen Jamaica on all of them. Good. I like that. Queen Jamila.
Thank you.
And then over here, you know him, you love him. Sexual chocolate himself. TP 2000, All-State receiver.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. And this next topic is perfect for him. Why? Because he looks like he's about to take his shirt off right now. Turner Pugh. You can find him on Facebook. What you on? You on anything else?
Facebook, Instagram, and that's it.
That's about it.
Oh, no.
Turner Pugh. And now we're about to get started. And y'all know where y'all can find me at. Make sure y'all go out and support me, man. I got my books, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on the third one. 4 seasons Naked Thoughts. For all y'all out there who got naked thoughts like me. It'll be available this fall. Fall 2016. Go Blue. First opening statement here. First opening statement that we're going to talk about today, opening session we're going to talk about today is a statement that, is a session that is a topic that's very interesting to me because these women are winning, these men are winning. Well, mostly the women are because they got NBA basketball players paying $100,000 just to go out on dates with them. We're going to be talking about your most memorable stripper or strip club moment on Keep It Real Reloaded. Now, I'm not going to start this topic off, but I do have a phenomenal story, so please stay tuned. So we're going to start over here with TP2, his most memorable stripper or strip club moment. Action.
I'm not a big strip club person, but I've been to a few of them. And I just recently actually went to Atlanta, and my boy was telling me about this place that during the afternoon, like it's packed. You know, so I'm like, he sent me a picture of the parking lot. And I was like, I don't believe it. You know, so I just went out there and we were there, I say about like 1:30. And he was there before I was there.
Okay.
When I tell you this place, this is during the week, packed. I mean, to capacity.
On
You
lunch.
walk- At lunchtime. At lunchtime.
I like it.
You know, it's just different how like you see like from up here in the Midwest and then down south how their culture is so different. But I'm just thinking like these people are supposed to be at work.
They are.
But it's like this Monday through Friday in the afternoon, packed to capacity, and it's better. Like I went to Magic City. To me, it was better than Magic City. And it was
Really?
It was like 1:30 in the afternoon. We came out. We came out because inside it's dark, so it's like you in the club. So we came out. It was like 6:30, and the sun just
Wait, so y'all started at 1:30.
came out about 6:30.
Y'all was in there.
Yeah.
Y'all was committed.
Forgot that. we was on vacation. You know?
Oh, okay.
So we made that people meet us up there, and but when we came out, it was like walking from hell into the marvelous to the marvelous light. I was with Kimber.
Oh my God.
Kimber said, well, it felt like we walked out of Sodom and Gomorrah and walked into heaven. We was like, no! Take us back!
We went back in. Oh my God.
So,
You remember the name of the club?
huh?
So just in case I'm in Atlanta?
Just in
throwing it out
case.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Just 'cause I'm in Atlanta.
Follies.
Follies.
The name of the place is Follies. If you're from Atlanta, you already know about it. Monday through
Some
Friday,
of y'all already work
cracks. During the day.
there. Some of y'all
So
there.
strippers, you ain't got to be out here till 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. You can go in the daytime and make that money.
That's funny.
Get bread at all time.
You go to night school.
Hey, strippers ain't going
I ain't gonna lie, bro. As much money they make, I might do it.
Oh my God.
I need some security, make sure I get to my car back and go pay them bills. You drive me a little Benz out.
Lord mercy. Alicia. TV2. Reloaded.
Go
Lord
to
mercy. Alicia,
Yes.
how about you? Coming to the stage.
Coming to the stage.
Light
My
skin
most-
red.
Here you go. Okay,
Oh,
my most
shit.
memorable moment is not in a strip club, but it was at a bachelorette party.
Okay.
Okay, a couple years ago, a friend of mine was getting married, had a bachelorette party out south, and
Kicks off outside.
I've seen, yes it does.
I love it.
I've been to bachelorette parties where, they get a little dance or whatever, but this one was Yeah, he took everything off, and it was almost to the point where they should have just been having relations. Because really, I mean, he took all clothes off.
Wait, what happened?
He was grabbing people from out, you know, from the
Okay.
bachelorette party, grinding, turning them around, putting legs back, and everybody was just as if this was like, I mean, it was normal. But that was my first bachelorette party that raw.
Did he at least smell good? You know, most male strippers come out.
Yes, he
smelling
did.
like crack.
Yeah.
That's
That's not true.
We don't get to you.
No, that's not true. No, he was nice looking, dreads. I think that did it for me, the dreads.
Oh
But
my God.
he was nice looking, had dreads, but it smelled nice. But it was just, yeah,
He
it
was butt naked raw.
butt naked,
Bucket.
raw.
Bucky naked.
Butt naked, raw. Grabbing, I mean, whoever would allow him
Did he
to.
grab you?
No.
You're a lying ass.
No, I'm not. No. Maybe it was
She was
my
hoping
look.
that, right, she
I'd rather.
She was like a double dust. Let me.
She's
Come
waiting.
on. I'm right here.
This is how she looking the whole time.
Everywhere
Is it my turn? Is it my turn? No, he didn't.
Trying to make eye contact with him.
He walked by.
You know, see me. I'm right here.
Let me position myself.
He didn't. He
Okay.
didn't. He didn't.
You'd let him
I
surround
would have
him.
let him.
Okay,
Yeah, I
sure.
would have let him.
So everybody else.
I would have let him.
It's peer pressure. Everybody else doing it. Let him grind on you.
Would
Put
have
it on
let
your
him.
shoulder. However you got to do it.
Whatever.
We gonna stay on that side of the table with base man. Karan, what's happening?
My bachelor party is legendary.
Yes, it is.
My bachelor party is like,
Yes.
it's legendary. People still come up to me to this day.
Yes.
Like any of the homies who was there, they come up to me this day and be like, yo, you remember that bachelor party? Like, it happened 9 years ago. And it's still talked about like with musicians and
It
friends.
escalated quick.
It went.
There was so many different
There was a lot going on.
There was a lot going on.
There were 6 strippers.
Yeah.
There were 6 of them. There were 5 or 6. And it's embarrassing as a person. Like, I was like looking back on it. I was so. I'm first of all, the strippers come in. They put me in a seat. You know, they put you in a chair. And this is all your friends and some of your people you work with. And so there's probably how many guys were there? About 35 guys. It was a lot of guys.
I just say
Yeah,
strippers.
about 30. Right. There were a lot of strippers. You know what I'm saying? And it was just fun. My brother Cameron gives me about 4 shots. So I'm in it.
You was
So
ready to
I
commit.
was already in it.
Why is Kimber into the story?
Right there in line.
Shout out to real KG.
KB 33. Keenan give me drinks. Keenan just comes up to me and puts about 100 ones in my pocket. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm sitting in the thing. The girls come out and they just rip off all my clothes. So I'm naked in front of all my dudes, butt naked in front of everybody. Like, I mean, it was just so much fun. But what threw me off, it was fun. There was a lot going on. There was a lot. It was just, I mean, it's just funny. It's just because it's like, I don't know. It was something out of a movie, to be honest with you.
That best man.
Yeah. It was like, it was just fun. Everybody
Best
laughing.
man.
It's your last night with
Oh,
your.
we got it.
Yeah. I really got in there. I mean, until they put me on the floor,
They set him on the floor. I was there.
turned me
I
around,
turned him around.
put the alcohol all the way down my back, all the way up my backside
It was crack.
to my crack, and lit my ass on fire.
The greatest moment of my life.
I sobered up like that.
I lost it.
They lit me on fire.
Hilarious. I've never seen this
I
before.
screamed.
It was amazing.
It was incredible. It was just funny. Everybody laughing.
It was amazing.
Yo, it was just amazing because it's like it was just I don't know. It
I've
was
never
just
seen.
funny.
I'll be honest with you. I was there.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen anybody get set
On a
fire.
movie?
I was.
Hold on.
No, I've never seen this.
Nothing. I've never seen this before.
And then they poured the first thing. This ain't my story. This still Karan's. The first thing they did though,
I don't
they had
remember
like some
everything.
colored water.
Oh yeah.
They was pouring colored water. So
Colored water
So he was
everywhere.
like, he had the glow like he was Bruce Lee in the Last Dragon. He had the glow like I don't know where it was from.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was so much going on that
The other
night.
thing with
What?
the other thing with the The trick that got played on?
Oh yeah. Oh, that was funny too.
That was
so
hilarious.
the guy who threw my party. I mean, is we allowed to say this?
I would say names.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say names. I'm not, definitely not. The guy who threw my party was dating my sister at the time. So, oh, did I say too much?
Keep it real.
Reload it, reload it. Keep it real. So,
Keep it real.
no, because it's part of the story.
Yes, it is.
Because
Nobody said it.
nobody said it. So he was dating, okay, whatever. He dated my sister at the time. So he gets up, a girl come and grind on him. Like, you know,
It's like two of them, wasn't it?
two of them.
Right.
Two of them dancing with him. So they pull his pants down and he take out his junk. And they jump right on him. On his thing.
Yeah, this is going on at the bachelor party.
Or at the bachelor party.
All the brothers are there.
I'm
like a brother.
I'm there and he dates my sister. So I'm shocked.
We was all shocked.
We all was shocked.
We all. It was like 6 and we could have whooped it.
Like, I was ready to fight, but also like, okay, Jim, wait, you do this to my sister?
Then he says his name again.
Oh shoot! No one's safe.
Nobody's safe.
So then he said, whatever. He said, whatever. So
Wow.
she grinded on me.
Yeah.
But it was a deal though.
It was a deal.
It was a joke.
It was a joke.
But it looked like he was ready though.
It looked like it was real.
When I tell you the tension that
yeah.
came into the room,
Yeah,
everybody froze up like this.
Like, yeah, it went from, oh, shoot, she get, wait, what they doing? Wait, no, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
It's
And then D took it off. Was like, all right. Everybody was like, oh my gosh. It was a good time.
It was about 8 of us that he got whooped with.
Yeah, he about to get whooped.
It was deep in there. But yeah, that was a tremendous moment. I love it. I'm gonna go and then I'm gonna let Jamaica go and close that session out. So I'm not really a big fan of the strippers neither.
Yeah.
But about maybe 10 years ago.
15.
Okay, so it was like I wasn't married yet, but me and Kara was together. So we was down in St. Louis for one of my boys' wedding, and first of all, I want to thank Dwayne Bourne, my boy. He almost got me not married that night because we was in the strip club way too long. And when I got there too long, I don't know what happened to me. The strip club got the best wings. So I was in the best wings.
Got to have a buffet too.
Yeah. So I'm down. We went to the strip club called the Pink Slip down in East St. Louis. Pink Slip is probably one of the most ratchet things you've ever seen in your tremendous life.
I've heard about it.
I've been there several times, and this time they had a shower that was built in. So yeah, I probably threw some money in there. I'm saying probably because she had a bottle and there was some things happening. I threw my money in there. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm just walking around the club. This back I was like maybe 60 pounds lighter. Everything was rocked up. I was nice. I had my shirt on. It was a little tight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in there sexy. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there sexy. I can't even lie. I'm in there sexy. So I'm just walking through the club. You know, I'm just looking at booties and things like that. And this one little stripper walked up to me. And I know it was the devil because the devil knows. You can't get me with drugs, can't get me with alcohol, but he can't get me with thick Hershey Kiss looking chicks with real hair and bullet wounds. So this girl walked up to me.
You must have been Ernie's then.
Man. She kind of like felt me up, you know, and I was like, girl, stop playing, you know, I don't even want to dance. And she's like, yes, you do, you want this dance? I was like, all right, how much the dance gonna cost? He was like, well, for you, I'm gonna charge you at least $10 to $15. Okay, cool. So she took me back to these leather couches. I wasn't in that area yet, the champagne room, but I was on these leather couches. So she pushed me down on the thing. I'm instantly turned on because she got aggressive and I like that. So she climbed up on top of me real slow and seductive. And I said, hold on, before we get started, I don't want you to be jumping and bouncing up on me. I need you to grind on me like you're my woman and whisper nasty things in my ear.
Uh-oh.
She said, oh baby, I can do that. So she grinded and almost literally sexed me up the whole time. You know when you bite your bottom lip. It's probably, I had, And then she was, I don't know, she did this one move. I came out of there smelling like peach cobbler and glitter. You hear me? Peach cobbler and glitter. And the whole couch was sweated up. I never gave her any money.
Did it still, and it didn't cost $10?
It didn't cost anything. This was free. It was like,
oh. See, that's normally the setup.
no. She just,
That's the setup. Okay, that's gonna be.
I don't even
I got
remember.
you like so with songs.
Yeah.
That's
No,
like you
no.
owe me about 60 to 100.
Homie, we was just on that couch in the back. I came in sneaking into the hotel room like I had just committed adultery. I don't even know where those clothes at to this day. I think I left them in that hotel room in St. Louis. But shout out to the pink slip and whoever this girl was.
Right. You almost got your pink slip.
Yo, she was amazing. She was amazing. And in that club, they get completely naked. So she was just on me. Glitter and
I mean,
peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler.
Never.
Glitter and peach
Never
cobbler.
went
Go ahead
up.
and
All right,
St. Louis?
yes. You can get murdered. You can get murdered, but this is definitely worth it. Jamaica,
Yes.
go on and close us out.
So my stripper experience started at my friend's birthday party. She used to have strippers at her party every year. So she had this stripper called Chocolate Thunder. I don't know if he still strips, but
You probably still do.
he might. I mean, he looked like he might have been about 35, 36 back then.
He's
This
on-
was like,
Oh, you
He was on his way out.
He was on his way out.
Yeah.
He had a couple more.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I
for one
need them to
case.
be tired. Yes, definitely.
Strips get forward.
I think so. They should. Anyway.
That's a good question.
Chocolate Thunder, we back. Chocolate
Chocolate
Thunder.
Thunder.
Gotcha.
He was at my friend's party, and
Okay.
he took this girl. She was a very heavy set girl, and he took his arm out and he put her straddled her over her arm and went around in a circle, right? So I knew right then that
Wait,
I
what?
had-
Wait.
Right.
The girl, she
Hit her up on
picked
the
her up
arm.
right there and took her around. He turned around in full circle to let us all see that he could support her on his arm. So I knew right then that I had to go to another party that Chocolate Thunder was at because he impressed me.
Right. Yeah, he was definitely
That's
front.
impressive.
When my friend got married, I had him come, Chocolate Thunder and Honey Love, he came out, and I wanted to see if he could duplicate what he did. So at the time, I was about 80 pounds heavier. So, you know, he came over to me, he asked me if I mind if he danced. I said no. So he picked me up and threw me in the air 3 times, caught me all 3 times.
So you climbed your ass up.
I did. I mean, that's what I was there for. You're supposed to be part of the show.
Okay.
It was my friend's bachelorette party, so I participated.
Okay.
Yeah, so he caught me all
But wait, did
3
you
times.
volunteer yourself?
I didn't volunteer myself. I might have.
Yeah, you
Stepped out
did.
there a little bit. I might
She
have
like
said.
that. She
I might
scared
have
away
raised
like
my
you walk.
finger.
She had that same look I had.
You should have did. You didn't get up and get involved. You got a trip in your accident.
The
Like,
arm thing on my head, so I had to see what he could do again. If he could duplicate it.
Okay.
He did. He threw me up in there 3 times and caught me.
Oh, that's cool.
He
Yes.
caught you 3 times. Was he
Yes.
butt naked?
He wasn't butt naked. He had on this. It was funny. His outfit was kind of like from Big Trouble in Little China. Remember that guy that had that?
The dude with the shoe blazers on his arm. So he in there dressed like somebody from Mortal Kombat. Pretty much. Right. Finish.
We ain't get it for the costume.
Oh,
But
Lord.
I mean, he didn't disappoint again. He threw me up, caught me. I was very excited about that.
Times.
So Chocolate Thunder threw you in the air.
Chocolate Thunder. Yeah.
how many years ago was this?
This was, I was probably about 26, 27.
I hope Chocolate Thunder is retired.
I'm about to say, he might have got some more business on there. Come out of retirement for a weekend, bro.
I mean,
Make that money.
if he still has the same
Hey.
talent, I wouldn't mind being another part of
Getting
it.
money, Chocolate Thunder at
Yeah.
all time. Well, let's go close out our first segment of Keep It Real Reloaded. Most memorable stripper moment and strip club moments. We'll be back to you guys. We'll be back with you guys. Keep It Real Reloaded. We'll be back with our second topic of the day. And the second topic of the day is something that I think is very interesting that goes on, especially in the dating world, and sometimes even in the married world. It can cross over to situations like this, and it's just the fact that just making sure you're alert and being aware of your surroundings. And the topic we're going to be talking about is, can you cross the line with your homie and still be friends? Can you smash the homies and still be cool? I'm going to kick this topic off and I'm going to let my panel have it. In my eyes, I'm going to say it's all about your levels of maturity and the expectations that have been set. Have I smashed a few of my friends in a former life? I'm going to say yeah. And I think it helped our relationship as friends. You know what I mean? I think our relationship as friends have gotten better. We're able to communicate, smash. You know, go watch a movie, smash. And, you know, just have a good time. And no feelings got involved because the expectations was set. Now, older in my life, I found out when you do too much of a friendship, then it can actually go from smashing and they want to cross over into a relationship, but that can't happen because this is what the expectation. That's what happens, and that's what the expectation has been set, and that you can't ruin you ruin your friendship like that. So, younger life, yeah, I smash my friends. Middle life, maybe. Older now, probably not because of the fact that number one, I'm married, and number two, I just don't want to ruin these good friendships that I got because I don't want people showing up at my funeral talking about that they don't have relations with me or that I got a kid that showed, and I got a kid that showed up on the thing. But that's all I think. But I think yes, if you smash your friends and you set the proper expectation, I think you can still be friends after that. Alicia, what about you? What do you think? We're gonna come to you.
I think that younger, yes. Like you said, younger.
Yeah.
College, yes. I think that it would, well, I have.
Yes.
College, yes, I have. Had a friend that we were real cool, never really looked at him like that,
Right.
but we ended up hooking up a couple of times and we just kept it as friends. Now after that, he ended up having his own relationship.
Right.
We would still flirt back and forth, but that's where it kind of crossed the line because afterwards I thought that if he had somebody, then it shouldn't have the flirting shouldn't have continued. But as an adult, no, I think that it's a little different now as an adult. I think that once you cross that line, there's more feelings involved. I think the more mature you get, it's a lot different. I think people think or consider sex, making love, whatever you want to call it, I think they think it different the older you get. There's more feelings involved rather than when, in college, I'm just here to have fun.
You're here to kick it, right?
I'm here to have fun. Whatever experiences I have. But as an adult, it would be a little bit harder to do that.
Okay. What about you, TP?
I feel like that I feel like you can look at it from a few different aspects. I feel like you can look at it from male versus female. You can look at it from an age standpoint, and then also just like the communication. But I feel like, personally, regardless of the age, I feel like I feel like males are more built to handle it than women.
Yeah. I agree.
And women may, in my opinion, they can sometimes like lie to themselves and say they can't handle it. And if you just really don't look at that person that way, then maybe you can. But I feel like for the majority of the situations like that women cannot handle on a regular basis being with someone and just keeping it friends, especially if it's good.
Do you think jealousy? And emotion kicks in, or just the fact that
if you like that? First of all, if you enjoy that person, if you like his personality,
right?
You and then also the experience is good, and it's something that goes on through a time. I'm gonna say the majority of the time the women cannot handle it. It may be one person. You may have that one person. And I'm speaking from an adult standpoint. College, maybe, but even in college it happens because your college is a different mindset. You're there and it's different. But from an adult standpoint, it's going to be very few situations that a woman can deal with that one individual for a long period of time and not catch feelings. So,
but it's a new day.
That's my opinion.
It's a new day though. These new dudes are different.
Yes.
New dudes are new.
These new dudes. I'm talking about from a man's perspective. Man, some of the stuff that I hear from female friends that I have about these new dudes that they deal with is like the roles like switched. Like the women are cool with, we can do this, and we just friends, and the dudes end up being stalkerish or being at their desk or being checking their purses. Wait, we just friends. So these new dudes need to.
I just feel like it's more in it's nature. I just feel like it's more in your nature, like women's nature. That like it may be that one guy that you can do, but I would say if it's on, that's it may be one guy that you just don't. You have that relationship with that you don't. That feelings don't get involved. You know, but I feel like the majority of the time, if that woman likes that guy's personality, and it's good, and it's something that goes on for a period of time, feelings are gonna get involved, and I believe it's gonna come from the woman. I feel like a man is more built to be able to be with multiple women as opposed to a woman being able to be with multiple women.
Jalika, you up. Oh, you just opened up a whole door. Of a whole, that might be one of the next topics on the show.
Yeah.
Built to bang, men.
Yeah.
Built to
Wow.
Built to bang, low.
I think it depends on the people. Like Robert was just saying, you know, I've been with the same person for quite some time, but just friends and experiences, it just seems like men these days are more soft. They have taken on the roles of women. From even me at work watching different men, they gossip more than we do. Like, I'll hear about them, I'll hear who they smashing, I'll hear about this, and when you're listening to it, it seems like there's a lot of feelings caught up in it. Because you can tell that if it's no feelings or not, but they seem like they be caught up in their feelings. I see dudes coming over to girls' desks, sweating them all day, like, why you didn't call me, why you let me eat lunch by myself, why you can't, yes, it gets to me, so.
But does that guy like that woman? Like, I think
They're
that's
supposed to be
different
friends, and
conversation,
yes.
though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just
that guy
smashing
probably want to be with that woman then. You know what I'm saying? So I guess what aspect are you looking at from? Is it supposed to be just that? You know,
No, I mean, they haven't even slept together yet. And these
So
men
you
are
wanna probably
already
be with
being,
her.
yeah, and I'm not just even saying one man, it's several examples. Like,
Right.
I see it all day, every day. It's all men, it's not women. It used to be I would see women at work, because we are in a call center environment, so we see a lot of crazy things. So I used to see the women be the one coming and doing like the kind of pursuing, but it's the men that, like, the level of thirst has tripled. I mean, it's like, you need to sit there and watch it, and like, you know, it's just, like, even men like, oh, fix me a plate, or why you don't bring me no food. It just gets annoying. So
that's a whole different conversation.
I mean,
Make my plate.
but not from someone that you're
I'm
not
taking care of my
actually
business,
with
make my
yet.
But if we friends, you ain't gotta fix mine.
No, it's too much.
If you friends, that's the thing. Like I feel like in those situations, that guy may want to be with that woman, like really truly want to be with her. Now, if that relationship is like that's all we are, and that's all that they agreed upon at being, and that man is trying to be in these streets, I feel like he gonna handle it differently. That's just my opinion. Like, if you get these,
It is a debate. Where's your
what I'm saying is,
Hold on. No,
so you saying,
Go ahead.
So you saying that if that guy is dealing with that woman, and also he dealing with 1, 2, 3 of them on the side as well, but he's still acting soft with her?
Yes, I'm seeing him put in a whole lot of work.
But he also got
all these different women doing the same exact thing, same girl.
So one guy he got multiple girls, and he's soft with all of them.
Yes. That's
He's doing something right.
It's a new game.
It is.
It's a new game.
I mean,
Yikes.
maybe that's his game.
That's awful.
But it's whack though.
It is right. But maybe that's his game. Because if he can do that, and he still got 4, he probably feel like that work.
But that's lame though.
That is lame.
But we gonna go to
That's a whole other-
we gonna go to Quran because that's just making me feel soft right now. What about? I feel questioned right now.
Well, I only when I answer these questions, it's always from an adult standpoint. Kids, I'm not a kid, so I don't. So those I don't know, those questions is kind of like, well, when you're a kid, you do kid things. Since we grown. I do not think it's that it's at this stage of my life.
Yeah.
I don't think it's easy to go back from being a friend, and once you cross that line, too much. It's not going to work. Just because the dynamics have changed. We're both. I mean, I'm an adult.
Yes.
So I mean, it's basically like yeah. If I cross a line with any, and this is I done told my wife this. If I cross a line with a girl, I'm probably leaving before that girl. Like, to be honest with you, if I'm going to cross a line, I'm probably gone anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mentality as a grown man is like, yeah, if I'm going to do this, I'm out. Like, I'm not going to keep you, like, you know, around. It's probably because I'm on my way. I'm like leaving you for a chick. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be like
No more games.
it wouldn't be no more games.
So
Of
yours
like,
is just pretty much cut and dry.
it's pretty cut and dry for me. Like at this stage of my life, like if I'm gonna do it, I'm going all the way out. She gonna be bad. like you know what I'm saying? She gonna be like she done took me away from her. Cause at this stage of my life, like come on, dude, like we've been having it's not just sexual no more.
No,
Like you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I've been having sex since I was a teenager.
If y'all friends,
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man now.
Right.
Like, so it's just not, it would be so much more for me personally as a man to just be like to mess with a friend. That friend has to be like something that I've always thought was special to
Right.
me.
Yes.
Or something that was it would have to be real dramatic. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me to just be like, well, let me tip into this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It won't be something more vulnerable. No, it'll be like, yo, yeah, I really love this woman or care enough about this woman to leave my family for her. And so I don't think there's no middle. There's no middle for me, like at all.
And I think maybe I didn't answer the question correctly then. A woman that I see my friend right now, I mean, literally look at like one of my homies, I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it.
Unless it's for something serious.
That's what.
Unless it's for something serious.
Unless it's something serious.
Unless it's
You know what
something
I'm saying?
serious, like-
So like, if you cross that line, like you said, then your feelings get involved.
Your feelings
now you
get
got, you got these niggas out here acting so like, hey, you make my play.
Right. And that's why I said it changes
If
from.
my friend is making my plate, she more than just my friend. Like for real.
But make my plate though. If we get down, I take care of my business. Make my plate.
But this is my thing. Let me get y'all some.
Put that in the conversation topic.
I got you. I'm gonna give you
Make my
some-
plate.
Make my plate.
Built to bang. Built to
Let me
bang.
handle my business.
Make my plate. On the next keep it
Built to bang
built to
and
bang.
make my plate.
Make my plate.
And I
Make
said this, I ain't joking. It's women don't understand that. Like, if a man is taking care of his business, why would you not cater to him in that standpoint? Like, and I just don't
friends,
understand.
though.
No, I'm talking about relationship stuff.
Oh, we don't even talk about
That's a whole different.
That's a whole other thing. Well, let me give y'all some stats real
Little
quick.
Midwest women.
Uh-oh. Turner. Two people love
Shots
that.
fired.
So I did. Take his cup.
Shots fired.
Somebody take his cup.
Okay, wait.
Hold on, let me give you some stats. Let me give you some stats.
You from down south, right?
Yes.
Women are raised differently down south than are in
I
Texas.
fix my husband plate all the time.
Y'all better learn your little Midwest, New York, Chicago.
All day, every day.
It's not just Midwest. I'm Midwest, but if I'm in a committed relationship and he doing what he's supposed to do,
That ain't no topic. Give him turn to talk about. Fix my plate.
I think
Fix my plate.
Hey, but listen, I'm gonna give y'all some stats real quick. So when I was checking out, I did my research. They did a couple of polls. They polled about over 1,500 people, and they polled them and they was asking the same question I'm asking. They said about 83% of men, 83% of the people that they surveyed believe that men and women can be platonic friends. Cool. They said 63% of respondents say that men in a friendship hope that the relationship turns romantic and or sexual. Then they said 71% of the men have in their mind hypothetically if the situation turned romantic and then they'll be friends later. But they said pretty much what happens is that the reason why you shouldn't really cross the line, the reason why men and women are friends from Jump Street, yes, you can be friends with a man and a woman, but majority of the time is because there is a sexual attraction to that woman, and it's all about how you maintain and control that relationship. They also talked about how that 67% of the women can be friends without even sex coming up in the topic at all. So women can be better friends to men than men can be to women, because when women control it, they control it anyway. They got the gold ticket. You know what I'm saying? They got that. Well, y'all know what they got, but yeah, we've been chasing for our whole lives, even though they nasty as hell. The women's bathroom always nasty, but we've been chasing. But
How did you know the women's bathroom was there?
Man, first of all, I used to clean it.
Okay.
Welcome back, Keep It Real Reloaded. We're back for our last two segments of this show. And the last segment of this show is actually something that's going to be pretty interesting. I was thinking about it when I was at the crib. Have I ever had this situation happen to me? And I'm going to have to say yes. This segment is called, Can You Be in Love with Two People at the Same Time, and How Do You Handle This? So I think that this is something that's real because of the fact that the heart, you can't control who you fall in love with, and your heart is pretty much wide open as an ocean. It's all about how you monitor it and you control it in this situation. But can you be in love with two people? I'm gonna go to you, Jamaica. What do you think?
I'm going to go with a no.
No. Tell me more.
Because I think it's too much of a distraction. I think that with being in my marriage now, it takes a lot of work and devotion. So I can't imagine being in love with someone else with the amount of effort that I put into my relationship. So I think it would be too much of a distraction and it will only cause problems in my current relationship. So no.
She says no. How about you, Karan?
No. I'll say no.
You hesitated, brother. The hesitation game was strong.
No, I don't think you can, because I think love. Okay, let's go with this word love. First of all, love is a choice. I do not think it is this great feeling of things like this. I choose to love. Meaning when I say it's a choice, I choose to love my wife because this is what I've chosen to do. So it's not this feeling anyway. It's actually more, I feel it's more of an action.
Right.
It's a responsibility. It's something that you do on a daily basis. So it's continuous action.
Yes.
So it's not like I'm saying yes. I'm saying no, but I can say yes too, because you can also choose to do something on the side too.
Yes.
But I feel like if you really love somebody and you're choosing to be with them, so you're choosing to be with this one person on a daily basis. I'm choosing to get up and try to be faithful. Like, I'm choosing to get up and go spend time with them. I'm choosing to get to know them on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's not this. It's so not love is not as emotional as everybody thinks it is. That's how I feel about love and being in love with a couple of people.
What love got to do with it?
Yeah, love is. Yeah, I think it's such an overrated thing.
I think it should just be called decision.
I think it should be called. I'm for real. I'm with you. I'm serious. I think you're making a choice and a decision every time, every day.
time.
So you making those choices. I mean, it's love and life are the same thing. Like, you could lose, or you could win, and like they're so intertwined on how much you could really love somebody and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People take it as this emotion and this feeling, and oh, I just feel this. No, I mean, you do have those feelings too, though.
Yes.
Like, you know, those. I'm talking about the basis of love. I think it's just a decision that you're making on a daily basis.
What about you, TP?
I disagree. I do believe.
I disagree. I love everybody. Fix my plate. I love it.
Make that plate.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Don't make that plate. You ain't in love with you, bitch.
No.
Now, first of all, I do not believe that you would be in love with two people, because I actually do believe, when I say I disagree, I do believe it is a feeling. And that feeling, I do believe you can be in love with somebody. You can like somebody and you can have love for them, but I believe there's a deeper level of feelings, emotion, whatever you want to call it, when you are in love with one particular individual, whether it be a man or a woman. And that follows with action. That follows with decision making that you have to do, and being responsible, being mature. Those things you need to grow and learn from each other through communication. Those are action items. But if you're not in love with that woman or in love with that man, there's a great chance that you can stray from that person. You know, so I do believe in that. I do believe, you know, if you compare your feelings and how you feel about that individual compared to somebody you may have liked in the past, it's going to be a difference. You know, so no, I don't believe you can be in love with two people, because it just does not make sense. How can you be in love with two individuals? There's no way that you can your actions and what you give to that individual, you can't give that to two people because you genuinely won't feel that way.
Really?
In my opinion, you may like something about somebody. So you may like the the conversation with this one person, how they treat you, and then you may like and your sex life may not be as good as this person as maybe with the other person. So sex life may be good, and they may be able to cook better than this person. So you love two different things, about this person, which makes them one. You're not, in my opinion, you're not really in love with either one of them.
Keep both of them.
It's my opinion. I don't believe that's true love. I'm like, you in love with that. When you in love with somebody, you in love with everything about them, even their faults.
All right.
Okay.
You gonna finish this out.
That's all right.
Now
Finish
listen,
it up.
me and Kanye must be on the same thing. 'Cause I think love is cursed by monogamy. But like we just said, me and Karan said, and Turner kind of said, and Jermaine kind of said, it all comes down to a choice. Now I feel that with love, no, but I really truly think
I didn't say that.
Oh, you didn't? Well, Turner said.
I mean, I feel like you.
No, what did you say then?
I feel like
You was deep, but you ain't say nothing.
No, I said you are in love with that one person. Then that follows action items. Your actions will speak louder than words.
So you think you can be in love with two people? No.
You
Turner
said something
no.
about choice. The choice. I'll agree.
No choice.
Yeah, it's a choice, but there's emotion, there's a feeling that drives that.
Yes.
You don't feel that about that person?
That's obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that. But I'm talking about the love, how love is perceived as this
magical
this
thing?
magical.
I mean,
no,
I'm not saying all that.
No,
It sucks.
no,
No, I'm not saying that.
no. Because what I'm saying is, when you choose to love somebody or choose to be with somebody, that emotions can come and go. When you're in a relationship, those emotions come and go.
Come and go, brother.
It's to be like those. It's such a, you know what I'm saying? Like, who married on this panel? You married? Like it's such a different type of thing. Like those emotions sometimes are there, and sometimes you still have the emotion to choke the shit out of them.
Yes.
But I still
I choose to do the
love
right
you.
thing and love you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, and that's what I mean. I mean, to everybody, for me, everybody, I'm not going to choose to be with another person because some people I just could not act that same way with. Like, I'm not going to be like, if you treat me bad or I feel like I want to choke you. Some people I would just choke. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I love you enough
To choke.
no, truly not to. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more, I don't think it's more literal than more, it's a little deeper than, I don't know how you can explain it. I just think I just continue to choose to love this one person. Anybody else, that's literally off my emotion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I mean, maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. Now it's just out of emotion. If I got a side chick, it's only because I'm not getting what I want. And that's sort of an emotional type of response. That's a straight emotion, like, oh yeah, my wife is acting whack, let me go get something from this other chick. That's emotional. When I love you, I would choose to say, nah, I'm making the right choice.
Right, but I hear what you're saying, but we say it in different ways. I'm saying you're making that choice because you are in love with them.
Okay, cool.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
That is an emotional choice to go ahead and do that. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, she ain't give me this, I'm going to do this on the side.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
also-
That's what I'm saying. It's impossible.
It's also immature too.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like it's other things as
Absolutely.
well. But if you're in love with that person, and as you mature and grow with that person, then it assists with you making better decisions. Hopefully.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think, like I said, I think it's possible that this can happen. That you can be in love with two people. Just for the sheer fact is the fact that you can't put a limit, or you can't put something in a box that has no. You can't put something in a box that has no limits to it. It's not something that you can grab like this cup and hold it down. Your love, your emotions, your spirit, how you feel about that particular person can happen with anybody. Me and Jamaica could be in a relationship right now, and our relationship is going good, but me and Alicia, we're cool, and then all of a sudden, I'm still in love with Jamaica, but then my emotions for her, they're two different separate things, and it's all about, again, coming down to, it's not the right thing to do if they're not down with being together. Shout out to D. Ray Davis, who got two chicks and they were okay.
Yeah.
they're okay with being together.
Yeah, that's true.
You can only do that if you can afford it, trust me. But if they're not down with it, then again, it comes down to making that choice. That's when you got to start weighing that scale. Pros and cons. She does this, she does this, she does this, and she does this. If that outweighs it, then you definitely, the hard part about doing it is just cutting that other person off, like cutting that cold turkey. Like not being friends, not being nothing, because you have, I love her. You know what I'm saying? I love her.
There's a difference.
I love her, and I love her. But I got to make a decision to cut that
There's
off.
a difference from having love with somebody to being in love with them.
No, I'm saying I'm in love with her, and I'm in love with her.
I don't
And that's
think you
making
do.
that decision that I got to pick one of these women if they're not down with being together, and I can't afford for me to have all these wives.
If you in love with somebody, ain't no parting ways.
Are you saying you have also first decided to let Alicia in?
She is. I let her. Obviously, I had to let her in. I had
So
and it was
as much as you say you did love her, you didn't love her.
You don't think so?
That's not in love, because when you in love with somebody, they know everything about you.
It's a
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's a different relationship. When you're in love with somebody, that's the one.
You wouldn't even let
absolutely
that wouldn't be able to just
100%.
creep in. Like it's not like, oh, something just
You
happened.
can't be in love with you.
Nah, fool. You can't. Like
I think it can, dog.
Have you ever known somebody that's truly in love with
But-
somebody? They think they are, but they say something just dumb.
No,
But I never knew nobody that said they in love with you.
So that means you're putting a limit on love. You putting
No.
handcuffs
No.
on love, and it should just be more.
I think it's called something called self-control.
self-control. Self-control.
Like basic self-control.
Self-control.
It's a swinger community.
But I'm not talking about that. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about everything being sexual. I'm talking about connecting on a spiritual level, connecting on something that's deeper than sex. I'm not talking about that at all, because sex is
When you in love with
not
somebody,
sex.
hold on. Wait, when you in love with somebody, I'm talking about relationship-wise, sex is involved. Sex is involved. Everything is involved.
Look, man, I was in a 12-step program.
Real life.
And this is about,
I have nothing to say about this.
I didn't even know how to respond. I got stuck. I was like, listen, when you in love with that individual, it's all of the above.
man.
You in love with them sexually, everything, brother. But sex is a part of it.
Let me tell you something. I'm about to go somewhere where y'all should know where to go. I'm gonna go to the Word.
What the word? What word say you
The
can you
Word
in love?
Jeremiah 17:9 say that the heart is deceitful above all things. So my heart can open up.
And be deceitful, deceive you, and think you in love with you.
But that's what I'm saying.
You
But,
really
yeah,
not.
but I'm saying, so I mean, if you do trust your heart, that's why it comes down and it's always
decision.
sorted back to making that decision. You have to make that decision because you're capable of doing this because your heart is a fool.
I see what you're saying, though.
You see what I'm saying? Your heart is a fool.
I hear what you're
I
saying.
disagree with you. How about that? I see what you're trying to say. I disagree.
No, I absolutely understand. Once you decide to let it in, your heart can just go anywhere
Anywhere
you
you
want
wanna
to
go.
I hear what you're saying. If you're talking about from the emotional standpoint,
And it can be a
the
spiritual-
fleshly standpoint more than anything.
Right.
That's really where it's coming from.
Right.
Because if you really want to talk about it, it really goes out into more of a flesh thing. Because your flesh has no limits. Your flesh doesn't have any limits. This is why there's so many straight guys who become gay. Because spiritually and flesh-wise and heart-wise, they've been smashing so many women.
Yeah.
The devil doesn't have no stopping. Lust is lust to lust is to lust.
Yeah.
And he'll have you going from glory to glory. And your heart just going anywhere.
And you talk
Being
about
honest.
you talk about
That's where
spiritual.
it's really started because it really comes from lust
Yes.
and pride because you're not getting what you want from your wife
Your heart
or whatever.
is
Your heart is. I see what you're saying.
Your heart can fool you.
But
Absolutely.
ultimately, even before just this panel, my decision was you could be in love with two people. That's before listening to everyone on the panel. But then he said something key as far as it's a decision.
Yes.
And there was a time when there were two people that I felt I was in love with. And trying to be torn between the two. But then when I made the decision to be with that one person, that other person, there was nothing that other person could say, could do to change that, because I made that decision to be with that one person, and I am like committed, happy to that one person, and couldn't anybody, you know, change that. But could there, like you said, you know, there is a possibility, like you said, emotions. I think at that point I was dealing with emotions, trying to weigh it out. But then when you come out of emotions and you think, you know, through thick or thin, everything you've been through with this person, or the person that I, you know, have chosen to be with, then no, I couldn't, like Jamaica said, there's no way I would let anybody in to mess that up, because this is where I'm happy. I've made the decision to be committed to this one person, and that's where I would keep it.
And it does come down to a
I
decision.
guess I'm thinking, if you take out the spiritual man and everything else about, and the mortality, being morally right as well, your heart will go anywhere.
It's definitely. If you want to say that, morally, it's definitely not morally right.
I'm saying, if you took out morals, if you took out spiritual, your heart can go wherever you want. Absolutely.
Okay.
That's why it's crazy. I mean, like your heart can just go anywhere. I mean, I'm talking from obviously somebody who is spiritual and who is morally right. But if you don't have any morals, let's do everything. I mean, I'm just saying. So it can't. I hear what you're saying. Then I agree that.
How do you take the spiritual side out of it?
You can't take it out.
The reality is, when you get the spiritual side involved, it's going to be one person. If you're seeking God, it's going to be one person. If you take the spiritual side out of it, look at everything.
Forget about spirituals. Because there's people who just believe that you should be with one person, and there's people who are not even spiritual, who are more faithful than people who are spiritual.
And also people that's not spiritual that believe in the swinger mentality. They believe in this and that. I believe in having 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 wives.
Right. Those are the people. But those are the people whose hearts are going anywhere. Those are the people. Those are the people I feel like.
Right. So my point is, so what standpoint are we? In my opinion, I mean, I'm speaking from an overall spiritual standpoint. You know, everything I say from up here is from a spiritual standpoint. So when you are seeking God, there's no way you can be in love with 2 people.
True.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, because it's not morally correct.
If you're lost and confused and you don't have any guidance and you're not seeking God, you just out here in this world, yeah, you can think you're in love with 2 people, and I would beg to differ. You still ain't in love with 2 people.
Most times you just.
You think you are.
Most times you're in love with yourself. Anyway.
Right. I mean, so regardless of whether it's spiritual or not,
if you think you're right.
You think you are. You're confused.
Most times, even people who aren't spiritually connected or just living off their natural ability or whatever, most times those people have spiritual problems that they don't even know about because they're not spiritual. Right. So they're literally out there just doing whatever, really for themselves, because they don't love anybody.
Right.
Correct. Right.
And if they knew something spiritually, they would know that the devil is somebody who loves themselves.
Or they look at
like, you know what I'm saying?
Or you
so
look at
it's sort of like
other areas.
Yeah.
That individual affirms you and
Absolutely.
makes you feel good in this particular area.
Yeah.
This person makes you feel good in this particular
The heart
area.
is
It's a
deceitful.
lot of different.
The heart is
Deceitful.
The natural heart is definitely deceitful.
deceitful,
Yes.
man.
The natural heart is
And
deceitful.
it can't fool you into thinking that. I mean, but
You can think you are.
naturally, spiritually, you
Can
connect
you
with those
think
2
you
people,
are? Yeah, you can think you are.
Yes.
In reality, I believe it's still a no.
and you still make a decision whether or not you're going to be with one person or not. I think so. You know?
Yeah.
And like I said, it's possible.
No,
But you do make that decision.
I hear what you're saying.
I heard you saying too.
I definitely hear what you're saying. If you talk about from a natural standpoint, I would have to say that your heart can have you doing whatever you want. Your heart and flesh
Can deceive
can have you doing anything. Man, that don't just go with just guys and girls. That's why it have you literally going crazy. Like seriously, if you let your heart and flesh just run you and you had no morals, like seriously, like you be out here
I'm looking like a fool.
I don't like meats. Don't like them. I don't like them. Give me all the chicken ears from Pasadena. Before I do that, nothing against whoever doing that. But give me all the chicken ears from Pasadena to the
It's time for us to come on stage. I don't see anything wrong with it. I ain't saying anything wrong with it. You can chicken ears from Pasadena to
Could be in love with 2 people. That's before listening to everyone on the panel. But then he said something key as far as it's a decision.
Yes.
And there was a time when there were two people that I felt I was in love with. And trying to be torn between the two. But then when I made the decision to be with that one person, that other person
oh no, we can get closer. Now we're dancing on each other like we're lovers. I like how you move like that, move like that. I had to get to you before the night was over. I'm not shy, no, no, we can get closer. Now we're dancing on each other like we're lovers, yeah. I like how you move like that. I like how you move like that, yeah. Ever since you walked into this room, yeah, my eyes have been all over you. Yeah, it's your body, baby, makes me go crazy. I feel it inside when I look